I welcome you all to the ultimate early 2000s style swap. You didn't think I was done with them, right? Hello Barbie lovers and beyond, and welcome back to my channel. This is Marina the 90s Barbie, and in this channel we do tons of amazing stuff related to Barbie, so don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss out. Now in today's very exciting video, I welcome you all to the ultimate early 2000s fantasy style swap, featuring our darling Millie and Odile. I mean, you didn't think I was done with them, right? Now, I've always wanted a mermaid Millie with like a fabulous makeup and screening like this girl. So looking at them, you can see that they're actually a very good match with each other. So I thought, why not swap these two and make another dream mermaid out of the ones we already have? And while we are at it, why don't we also swap this gorgeous sculpt into the fairy to create two new dolls? I've been thinking of giving this fantastic Millie face mold to a mermaid for a while now, and during one of our recent outings, my friend Ianis also said that it would be a great idea to swap them, so he gave me that little last push I needed. Furthermore, I figured both these beauties deserve their actual bend and snap knees, 2000s belly button bodies, so we are going to be doing that too. All of these beautiful dolls are of course designed by our darling magical designer Angel Kent, and I just can't wait to create 4 more new dolls out of these ones. Up until now, I've only ever rebodied this beautiful Odile into 2 90s bodies, so it's high time that she's got her early 2000s transformation because she deserves it. Plus, it was also a suggestion by one of you, and of course we have to do that for this Wonder Fairy too, as an homage to her origins and Fairytopia vibes. I am literally so excited. Okay, so we have 4 makeovers to do. I cannot wait to start, so without any further ado, let's get right into them. Okay, so it's been off with their heads for all 4 of our queens, and it's time to start their fabulous transformations with the hairstyling part, starting with this queen who's gonna become our fabulous new Odile fairy. Okay, so my vision for this girlie is to go with classic half up, half down pigtails. And then I'm also thinking of leaving like 2 little strands of hair on the front and curling them too, just to add that extra fairy-like vibe. Let's start. Okay, so this is the first side, and now we're gonna repeat. Okay, so the base of our hairstyle is ready, and all I gotta say is very fairy. So now we're gonna do some curling before boil washing her. Now while our girl is drying up, I believe it's time we move on to our next queen, our mermaid to be. And here things are going to be much simpler and easier because as we all know, mermaids have long flowing hair. So this is what I want to do for her. I'm actually really curious to see what her hair looks all down because it looks so rich and beautiful and full, and I really want to see it in action. So while we have some boiling water ready, let's actually see what's going on with her long luscious hair. Oh my wow, this hair, so long, so beautiful, so luscious. Perfect for a mermaid if you ask me. By the way, if you want to do this, it would be much easier doing it while ball washing because the plastic thingies would just disintegrate. But I wanted to show you the hair before any ball wash or any work because it looks phenomenal. Look at how full that hair is. It's not that easy to brush through them, but I think it's gonna be perfect after the ball wash. Look at how long it is. So perfect for a mermaid to be. So let's move on to her ball wash. Okay, that is hair perfection. Look at how beautiful it looks in the water. Oh my wow, look at how perfect she looks with her hair like this. She's giving Fairytopia Magical Mermaid Barbie. She is giving CEO Gigi face mold, and I am so here for it. I'm just giving her a good little brush just to make sure there aren't any knots, and her hair is a dream to work with. Look at this. I also love how it retains some curl even after the ball wash. This is perfect. Or should I say, merfect. She did experience some hair loss, I feel like I should say that, but nothing major, just normal after, detangling her hair, but really nothing major. This hair is silky, it is beautiful, the colors are so perfect, amazing. So let's finish up with a ball throw from above, and she's ready to go. Okay, moving on to our next girly, our Y2K Odile. My vision for her is a little different. As with our first Odile, I'm gonna leave her two little hair strands here, framing her face, but this time they're gonna be straight. And then we're gonna do sort of like a half-up ponytail, and then try to sort of reverse it so that we can have some hair tips popping up. Remember in the early 2000s that people had like their hair tips popping out everywhere? I don't know or remember how this hairstyle was called, but I think it was really fun, really of the time, really Y2K, so I want to try something like that for her. Let's do it. As per usual, I'm going to secure with thread so that we don't have any issues during the ball wash. Now last minute I figured out something I want to do with this girl before she's ready. I'm actually gonna go down to her ponytail, like behind her ponytail. Yeah, so I'm gonna go and just put my little divide comb right here and then do this. Try to bring the hair of the ponytail a little downwards, like so. Just basically loosen up her ponytail a little bit in the same vein that we did when I did the fake bangs for my Odile. So basically we're doing the same thing. And that's because when you are going to put her pony back in place, those little strands right here I want to leave. They're gonna look shorter, which I think is gonna be better for the overall look. Look at this. It completely looks like a fountain because these look shorter and you can actually like mess with it and do whatever you want. Make it shorter or longer, you know, whatever you please. For an even bigger early 2000s Y2K effect, you can actually like also leave some strands at the front. Like take your comb here and just, you know, divide some strands and bring them at the front. See, this is how you get these like to pop up here, and look how short this is here. This is everything. This is very off the time. I love it. You can go crazy. So for our last girl, our fairy but Y2K icon to be, I actually want to keep her hairstyle because I think it's really Y2K, like pigtails. Hello, it's so Y2K, so girly. I love it. So what I'm gonna do is secure her pigtails with a little thread before freshening her up with a little bowl wash just to make sure her hair is perfect. I'm gonna do just very slight dips because I want to keep those huge curls. Just I want them to be a little bit more tamed. But before I do that and wish me good luck, I want to attempt to actually leave two little hair strands, you know, framing her face as well. And I'm gonna try to do that. Hope it goes well. Let's see. Perfect. I think I did it. I almost ruined her pigtails, but thankfully I didn't. So let's curl those babies. And of course, as always, if you want a more detailed curling tutorial, I will have one on the screen. But basically, you know, I use my favorite straw method for this. And there we go. I can tell she's gonna look so cute. Just keep her pigtails last brush because this is how I want them. And now I'm going to secure with some thread. I'm gonna do this off screen and then come back for their final boil washes. Now, after her boil wash, for this girl in particular, we can tease her hair a little bit just to make sure all those little strands we left aren't like too flat and just pop up everywhere like this. She looks like such a Y2K princess. Now, I usually avoid doing that, but for this specific queen, because like I said, I want her strands to be very divided and have this funky like Y2K tips going on everywhere. Look, I'm going to give her just a dab of hairspray. Like 2 little sprays, almost nothing. And that's it. You can also make sure that these are super divided and just like spread the hairspray with her fingers a little bit. And now she's ready. Okay everyone, our 4 queens are ready and as you can see, looking absolutely magical. I love how each and every one of them turned out so far. I'm really confident about the final looks, and so it's now time we leave them be, let them dry out, and then come back to give them their new bodies and reveal their final looks. Now for this project I will be using these 2 dolls. This one is the shopping Barbie doll from the 2008 series Color Your World Pink. She has 1 straight arm and 1 bend arm, which I think will be a nice touch. And although I do think that both of these are really great matches for our dolls, our mermaid and our fairy, I do not know which one she is. I got her on a lot, so I don't know which one she is, but I think her body will be a nice match. So I'm showing her to you, so maybe you can recognize her. And if you can, don't forget to let me know down below in the comments. So yeah, these are our 2 esteemed early 2000s belly button body donners. Let's see them in action. But of course we also have to take care of this mermaid body for our new mermaid. We're not gonna leave those straight arms as they are, right? So I'm gonna take my trusty hairdryer as per usual and let's do it. And now it's perfect. we are back. Hi, this is Marina, the 90s Barbie.
And I am obsessed.
Obsessed. Like, oh my freaking wow. This could possibly be one of my favorite makeovers or transformations or style swap I've ever done. The ultimate one. And the little Sailor Moon / Magical Girl transformation sequences, I loved everything about this. Look at these 4 new dolls. Gorgeous dolls made of the ones we already have. I am obsessed with all of them. I just can't. Each and every single one of them came out perfect. As far as the body matches go, I feel like the mermaid actually went so well with that body. It is not 100% perfect and still it looks amazing. Like the face is slightly lighter, but still she has some blushing and that helps a lot. I also tried to customize her arms to actually match the belly button arms because she has the belly button torso, so I felt it would be fitting, and the whole thing just came out perfect. Look at this hair. Look at this mermaid. This is 90s hair, early 2000s hair, and it was so befitting of a mermaid, as is her stunning screening, so I am so obsessed with her. Our fairy Odile, oh my wow, again. Now this is a perfect match. I don't know how, but this is a 100% perfect match. She came out amazing. I'm not even joking, like the pink hair with the pink outfit, the fairy outfit. I am living. I am here for it. This is one of my favorite new dolls ever. I love her. I mean, I love Odile so much, so this is so perfect for her, having her both as a mermaid and a fairy. Now our vintage matches were actually perfect. The tones fit so well, and I'm really happy that I managed to give her the bent arm belly button body because it kind of, you know, pays a little homage to her hand here holding the wand. Also, I think it's worth mentioning that both our vintage bodies were prepped with a precautionary white vinegar treatment, as you might have seen if you follow me on Instagram. I did a little story, and some of you actually found that really interesting, and so if you want more details about it, I will have a video on the screen. I love everything about this. I am obsessed. I am not well. I mean, I'm not well in the best possible way. These are fabulous. And to think that I used to be so afraid of customizing my dolls once upon a time. I don't know why. I've always loved making things, so I don't know why I was wary of, you know, customizing my dolls a little bit, but this is perfect. Every one of these dolls, especially these 2, is of course designed by our darling Angel Kent. And once more, I have to say thank you so much, Angel, for giving us such fabulous queens to work with and be able to create something like this. This is amazing. And to come back to the point I was making in the last video, see why designers are so important? They literally give us the materials to make whole, new, fabulous dolls. To use an early 2000s expression, I believe. I literally don't know how I'll be able to get over this. This is everything. Okay, let me get back to it. Let's move on to their outfits. Starting with Miss Early 2000s Odile in the belly button body here. Look at her. I am in love with those thingies, you know, popping up on her face. This is so early 2000s. I'm living. So her outfit is a new fashion pack. I believe it came out like 6 months ago or last year. I'm not sure, but it's fairly new. And of course, I wanted to pay homage to her mermaid heritage naturally. And also I felt like the colors were perfect for her. And furthermore, it is a balloon dress, and I feel like balloon dresses were all the rage back then, so it felt fitting. And she also looks incredible in that body. I am so happy to now have 2 90s and 1 early 2000s Odiles. And we're not done yet, you know? This is not my big Odile project. So moving on to our early 2000s Millie here. Oh my wow. As you can see, she is wearing the fabulous Barbie Dream Besties roller skate look that Malibu is wearing in the last wave, of course designed by the fantastic Judy Choi. I am so enjoying the Dream Besties dolls, and I wanted to use this fashion specifically for a regular proportionate Barbie, and it felt so fitting with her. She looks so hot. That body, girl, with this outfit. I love that the shorts are really low cut for her here under her belly button, because this is the early 2000s. Low cut jeans and shorts and everything were all the rage back then, and it seems perfect for her. She looks fantastic in this. I paired it with some accessories like boots and stuff, and of course a heart-shaped fanny pack because it is the early 2000s. What could be more Y2K than this? and butterflies, of course. Now, unfortunately, I do not remember where the bag is from, but still, I think it's really cute and really matched her look so perfectly. Another thing I have to mention is that unfortunately, the top wasn't able to close on the back, but I don't mind it at all. I just left it there. It's really tight fitting, so it doesn't go anywhere if she has her arms like sort of closed, and it just looks amazing. So I don't really care. I love her so much in this. I love them all. This was so nostalgic, seeing 4 modern dolls with fabulous screenings and vintage bodies. It's really like I'm back in 2003 and it feels so nostalgic and so amazing, and I hope it was the same for you. Once more, that was everything. I could seriously spend days just staring at them. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you loved this ultimate style swap and transformation and makeover. And of course, if you want to see more content featuring all these Y2K goddesses, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and on my Instagram right here. And if you did enjoy this video, as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload a new one. Thank you once more so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing this amazing, nostalgic, fun experience with me. And until next time, do all the things you love. Enjoy your dolls. Customize them to your dreams, desires, and of course, keep a positive attitude because it really does change everything. Peace.